Alright, right now, we're ripping it through the Oregon campus. It's pretty sick, pretty hilly. Doing pretty good. Alright, now we're ripping it on the Oregon track right now. Pretty sick, not gonna lie.
Lap 3, 843.
This campus is hilly, but we're gonna keep going. Oh, this was about running in the rain in Oregon. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We just got back from our run around the Oregon campus. It was pretty well. It was a hilly campus, but we ripped here I put the stats right there. We ripped almost 7 miles at an average pace of 8:19. However, I kind of started out like gassed because it was really hilly, like straight uphill, like the first like mile, which kind of kicked my heart rate. But then we kind of settled in, did some laps from the stadium, did some laps all over the campus, went up and down by a lot of the halls, and it was a really cool campus. Cool because we also got to see College Game Day is here because on Saturday, Indiana's number 7, and they play Oregon, which is pretty cool. And also another cool thing is that Wake Forest football team is staying here. Yeah, and so Rob went well. This is kind of gonna be a documentation of my Oregon trip. Still training while on quote unquote vacation, but you got to do it if you want to get it and get those goals. And so I've been reading this book, Nick Bare, Go One More. It's been a great book so far. Read like the first 2 chapters, which is like 60 pages today on the plane, and it's been fantastic. So right now we're actually on the river. Here, super pretty. We're staying in Eugene right now, and yeah, and so tomorrow morning we're gonna rip it. In the morning, actually now we're gonna rip it easy pace. We're trying to keep the average heart rate under 140, so we're gonna hopefully rip maybe 5 or 6 miles, maybe like an 850 pace. And yeah, and so then we're going to the coast, gonna get some cool miles along the Pacific Highway, and yeah, maybe hit up Mount Hood later. And so this is kind of gonna be the journey of this. Yeah, so it's gonna be sick. So see y'all soon. All right now we are on the Oregon coast. It's gonna be sick. We're in Newport. Gonna rip some easy miles. It's pretty hilly, but it's gonna be fun. I'll take y'all with me, so let's rip it. All right, mile 1, 9:04, very hilly. Went through some trails to get there. All right, we're on the beach now. Mile 2, 9:03. I'm riding headwinds to like 30 miles an hour, so I'm kicking my butt right now. But got some more to go. All right, 3 miles in. 9:03, 3rd mile. We turned the other way, so we're not in headwinds now. So we're gonna rip this side on the way back. All right, we just did 4 miles, 4.25 miles at a 8:52 pace. Average heart rate was, let me check right now, I think it was 144. And so went up to came back down, went to the beach, did 2 miles in headwind, and they came back. So pretty good. Now we're about to go on to the Pacific. Let's rip it. That was awesome. I'm like David Goggins.
All right now it is 7:40 a.m. We got some sleep. It was like 9:15. Woke up at like 7. So like pretty much 9 hours sleep. Pretty good. We're about to do a full session, and then we'll tell you. So, let's get it.
All right, we just did 5 miles at like a 9:35 pace, 400 feet of elevation gain. It was tough. It's a good run though. Keeping it easy though because it was very hilly. We were unable to see Mount Hood because it was so cloudy and now it's starting to pour. So, good session in. Got the lift in earlier. Yep, doing pretty good. Right now it is 6:30. We're about to go rip a half marathon at the marathon pace. So it's gonna be a good kind of training block to see how I'm doing, managing longer miles at a higher pace. So we're gonna rip it. We're gonna go for hopefully a 1:45. If we're feeling it faster, we'll rip it even faster. But yeah, big dog Nathan's gonna pace me on his bike. I got some gels, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, right now it is 8:45 p.m. We're winding down for bed. Right now I'm kind of going to go over the day, how it went. And so we had a long run. We were going to try to do half marathon, but we just settled with 11.5 miles, and I was pretty happy with that. Averaged at 8:05 pace, which is good. Heart rate was averaged at 160, which I'm pretty happy with, especially at that pace. With a 9-minute warm-up mile in between. So we ripped it right into the immediate race pace. We probably would have averaged a little under an 8-minute pace, which is awesome. So really happy with that. Really grateful for Nathan. Paced me on it. I took 2 gels during the run, both caffeinated, VPN, great stuff. And then before the run, I had 2 bananas and a big shot of honey. So I probably got around 60 grams of carbs before, and I had 40 during. So that was good. Right now, though, we'll talk about a few things. First, blue light blocking glasses. I got these a week ago. I've loved them. They really help me wind down at night. They're good to reduce strain in your eyes from all the blue light, which kind of keeps your brain active, which delays melatonin output or input, or delays melatonin to start getting producing in your brain because you have all that blue light. And overall, it just helps you relax naturally and wind down naturally. And then I also started drinking at night tart cherry juice. It's pretty good. Got natural melatonin. I don't want to get dependent. I never take melatonin, but I don't want to get dependent on supplements, or not supplements, but melatonin and stuff. Not that I am, or not that I take it, but I'd rather get it naturally. So doing that, it can help you improve your sleep quality. It can help you fall asleep faster and reduce waking up at night. And so I kind of sometimes struggle with waking up here and there in the night, or not getting the best quality of sleep. I'm getting quantity, I'd say now, which is still really good, but sometimes not the best quality. So I got it tonight and try it out. We'll see how it goes. And lastly, this quote I saw the other day, or I think it was Nathan Prince said it, was, "It's hard for the devil to hit a moving target." That quote was dang, it sounds so simple, but it's so powerful. It's just saying by staying active and growing and finding your purpose, it's going to be hard to slow down. It's tough for the enemy, even the enemy or your mind, just the devil, but also your internal thoughts, your doubts, will slow you down. So staying in, staying in motion gives you, staying protected, keeping yourself whole. So we're honestly one other quote, which I'll say: slow motion is better than no motion. And so that means, it's better to start moving, it's better to keep moving than do nothing at all. And so with that note, we're just gonna keep moving. We got 6 weeks left till this marathon. We're gonna rip it. We're stacking days, and we're just gonna keep getting better and better and growing physically, mentally, and of course spiritually. So on that note, I will see